Our next story is from Venezuela, a South American country with the world's biggest known oil reserves and an increasing number of Western sanctions. Venezuela is heading to polls this month, and one person is prominent on the ballot: President Nicolas Maduro. So much so that his face appears 13 times on the ballot. But will that help him win the election? This time he cannot count on it, because for the first time in a decade, Maduro is facing a challenge from the opposition. His chief opponent, Gonzalez, is ahead in the polls. Maduro has been president since 2013. Under him, the economy has halved and 1/5 of the population has left the country. So will this election be the end of the road for him? Or can he find a way to keep his grip on power? Our next report tells you.
This is the ballot for Venezuela's upcoming presidential election. Notice something strange? Well, it's right there. That is the face of Nicolas Maduro. And it appears not just once or twice, but 13 times. In fact, it takes up the entire top row of the ballot. So why is Maduro's picture there 13 times? Well, it's for all political groups he's representing. Now, this isn't unusual for Venezuela. Multiple parties often nominate the same candidate. But 13 times is a lot. It makes Maduro the easiest to identify. Venezuela's ballot has 38 political parties. It's to make the elections feel democratic. However, it's anything but free and fair.
If you don't want Venezuela to fall in a bloodshed, in a fratricidal civil war, because of the fascists, then let's guarantee the biggest electoral success in the electoral history of our people.
Venezuela is heading to polls on July 28th. The country has 17 million eligible voters. This is Venezuela's first election since 2018. On one side is Nicolas Maduro. He's the incumbent. He belongs to the United Socialist Party of Venezuela. Maduro was elected as president in 2013, so this is his 11th year in office. Maduro is the heir to Hugo Chavez, a popular socialist who expanded Venezuela's welfare state. After Chavez died, Maduro won the elections. In 2018, he was re-elected again. The election was seen as a sham, and Maduro's popularity took a hit. After all, he presided over Venezuela's economic collapse. Millions left the country. There's corruption and government mismanagement. But Maduro doesn't seem to be too bothered. He looks to be dancing his way to victory. But his happy dance could soon be over. For the first time in a decade, Maduro is facing a credible challenge. And it comes from this man, Edmundo Gonzalez. Gonzalez started his diplomatic career as the aide to Venezuela's ambassador in the United States. His last post was as an ambassador to Argentina. Since then, he's become an international relations consultant. So how did Gonzalez become a threat to Maduro? It's because of Maria Corina Machado. She is a former lawmaker. In 2023, she emerged as the star of the opposition. She rallied millions against mismanagement. But Machado's name is not on the ballot. She was barred from running. So she has decided to back Gonzalez. Together, they're campaigning to defeat Maduro.
Let's turn that desire of change into votes. I count on you and you count on me.
Which brings us to the election itself. Will it be free and fair? Last year, Maduro held secret negotiations with the US State Department. He promised to hold free and fair elections. In exchange, Washington would lift its sanctions on Venezuela. But the deal is in jeopardy after Machado was barred. So while the election may not have a level playing field, Venezuelans are still optimistic. Polls show that Gonzalez is currently 20 percentage points ahead of Maduro. So he could win. But the government has had a long history of rigging elections. So will Maduro win another 6 years in office, or will the resurgent opposition assume power in Venezuela? Well, we'll find out by the end of this month.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
As the world warms, nature's sentinels will rise. As a billion hands will dig deep to write a new future for our planet.
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global south. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.
Obviously today, the T20 World Cup Ballot has moved across to the West Indies. What do you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
We'll start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. For the first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital in Washington, D.C.